You already know what it is. It's your boy Laid Back. Welcome back to my channel. Hey man, we doing another story time. But two things you gotta do. You gotta hit the subscribe button. And I got the fresh bottle of Fireball. You probably can't see it. There you go. It's chilled, you know what I'm saying? So, this is story time, man. And y'all said y'all wanted me to do more of these. So we back with another one. So we're gonna get into this, man. It's time when I almost died at Walmart when I was let's take this shot first.
Focus on me, like what you see, we going hard, blame it on me.
All right, so check it out, man. So I was 18 years old, you know what I'm saying? And I used to chill with these dudes. Well, I didn't chill with them, but they was older. They was like 24, 25. And every time they would go on their lunch break, because we had 3 different breaks. We had a 15-minute break, then we had an hour break, and then we had another 15-minute break. I used to work second shift. I used to be the the stocker, you know what I'm saying? I would unload the trucks from the back, and I would also be like, once we get done unloading the trucks, move up to the front, you know, move all the stuff around, all that type of stuff. So that's what I used to do. So on an hour break, they used to go to the corner store and get some alcohol, whether it's beers, whatever, and they would come back and be wasted, but still be working and still be cool and stuff. So I was like, I'm 18 at the time, fresh out of high school. All my friends that graduated and went to college. I'm one of the only ones that stayed behind, right? One of the only ones that stayed behind. So you can just imagine what that's like, being a young dude, don't really have no friends around. You just want to find some people to chill with and just hang out with. So these older dudes at the job, they used to get drunk on break and come back to work and be chilling, laughing, having a good time. So I'm thinking like, hey, that's the move. So this story crazy. So anyway, I link up with them one day like, yo man, let me come with y'all on the break. I'm 18, right? So we go and they get me these little, we go to the little hood, little store, and we get these, they get me the Evil Eyes. It's an Evil Eyes, a black can with like a green stripes on it. It's crazy. So if you from the hood, you know what these Evil Eyes are. So I get an Evil Eye and I drink it. I think this is this the hour break, and I drink. I think I drink 1 or 2. So they drinking some other stuff. I think they had like some liquor or something like that. So I drink it, and so we go back to work, and I'm like, man, I ain't feeling nothing, man. Da, 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 da. So the 15-minute break come back around. They like, all right, we're gonna give you some of this stuff we drinking on. It was Parmesan. I hate Parmesan to this day because of this story. So it's Parmesan, and so I drink the Parmesan. I just take it. I don't know what it is. I'm 18 years old. I don't know nothing about liquor, none of that stuff. So I just take it to the head. They like, yo, bro, slow down. So I get a bottle back to him, and I remember getting out the car and just feeling like sluggish, like just feeling crazy. So anyway, I go to the bathroom and I'm sitting on the toilet, right? And I'm just like, yo, I'm faded. I don't know what's going on. Next thing you know, like, so we drink on the last 15-minute break. So it's probably like 9 something. We about to get off at 11. So I had like a couple hours to get myself together. But nobody sees me on the floor. They like, where is he at? You know what I mean? So one of the bros come in the bathroom. I don't know what happened, but somehow he seen me like on the floor in the bathroom, and he like, yo bro, what's wrong with you, bro? I'm like, yo man, I've been drinking, man. And he was like, oh snap, man. So he brought another homie in. He's like, yo man, buddy in there messed up. So they looking over the stall, looking at me, and I'm just sitting on the toilet just like, man, I don't know what to do, like I'm so hot. They're like, man, go get him some coffee, man, get him some coffee. Man, I'm like, bruh, I was like, bro, I'm so hot, bruh. I just want to get, I said, I'm so hot, bro. I just want to get naked, bro. I just want to take my clothes. They're like, nah, bro, nah, don't do that. And I was like, bro, I don't know what's wrong with me, bro. I don't feel good. Next thing you know, man, they start freaking out. They like, man, what's wrong with him, man? We can't get him to calm down. Like, I fell off the toilet stool. Like, they had to lift me up, put me back on the toilet stool. Like, it was just crazy. So they had to go back to work, of course, because they can't just stay there and watch me the whole time, right? So next thing you know, I'm on the floor, and all I remember is my supervisor coming in, and he comes in, he see me on the floor. And I'm gonna tell you, this was like one of the saddest parts of my life. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's funny now looking back on it. I'm glad that nothing crazy happened. So he picked me up off the floor and he started carrying me. And he carries me to the back. And I remember seeing my shadow as he was carrying me. Like, I was like lifeless. So I'm sitting in the office in the back. And he like, man, what's going on with you? Because I had switched my mouth with some Listerine. So people didn't know that I was drinking. You couldn't smell it. So he like, man, what's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you? I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I just don't feel good. He was like, nah, man, it's something else. What's wrong with you? And I'm like, man, I just don't feel good. And so the next thing you know, I started thinking to myself, like, I don't know what's going on with me internally. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy for me to not tell this man what's going on with me. Because what if something life-threatening is happening, and because I don't want to lose my job, I don't want to tell him that I've been drinking. And I mess around and die because I could have sped up the process, letting people know like what was actually wrong with me. So I told him like, bro, I just been drinking. As soon as I said I've been drinking, I threw up all over all over the office floor, everywhere. And as soon as I threw up, you could smell the alcohol. That's when he knew like, oh, this dude really messed up. Call an ambulance. So I'm in the back of the Walmart. The people come in with the stretcher. They put me on a stretcher and wheel me from the back of the warehouse to the front to the ambulance. So I'm in the stretcher strapped down, and people and they got me rolling past my employees, rolling past pedestrians and all that stuff. And I just remember people just looking at me like, so feeling so sad for me. And at that point in time, they was gonna make me like the youngest supervisor ever in like North Carolina. So I was about to be 18, the youngest supervisor. Everybody loved me. So for them to see me in that situation. And so what happened was, I remember being in the ambulance, just getting in the ambulance. And I remember this one paramedic. And I remember all I kept saying was, yo, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And this is one thing that he told me, and it changed my whole mood, and it made me feel a whole lot better. He said, hey, man, it's okay. Everybody make mistakes. When he said that, it kind of lightened the load on me, because it's like, stop being so hard on yourself. You 18 years old. You didn't know what you was doing. It was really an honest mistake. Of course, you meant to drink, but you didn't mean that this to happen. You didn't know that this was going to happen. So they wheeled me to the hospital. I'm laying on the stretcher. They rolled me into the hospital, and they like, the nurse or whatever start pulling my pants down. And next thing you know, I feel this sharp pain in my private part. I'm like, yo, what's going on? What's going on? She's like, oh, we just need you to urinate. We just need you to urinate. I was like, why didn't you say nothing? I just started urinating. I ain't hold it or nothing. I just let it go. Y'all grab it however y'all want to do it. Long story short, man, I end up having alcohol poisoning. I almost died. They had to pump my stomach out. And for the dudes that actually got me the alcohol, they lied and said that they never got me the alcohol. They don't know how I got it. And so I remember going to my grandma. She came to the hospital, and I told her, you know what I'm saying, like, I feel so bad. Like, I actually wanted to die then. I was like, yo, man, I feel so bad. I messed up everything. Like, I had like, you know, Walmart, they wanted to, make me a supervisor, and they was gonna make me they just wanted to raise me up through the ranks. And I just feel like I messed all that up. Didn't have a job anymore. I didn't know that. So I go to Walmart the next day. I see one of the supervisors, and she loved me. Her name was Siobhan. And I'm like, hey, I need to talk to you. She was like, what's wrong? She went to the back. She talked to me. She was like, they didn't tell me nothing about this. I didn't know nothing about it. So she was like, let me look in the system. And she was like, yeah, they got you as terminated, but they got you down as unrehireable. So even today, I can't get hired at Walmart. Like, so just a learning experience about being a young person, man, trying to follow the crowd and trying to fit in, and it backfired on me. Changed my whole life, changed my whole perspective. Really was a sad situation, but I'm glad I didn't pass away and die, because the doctor said, yo, you was so close to dying because you had so much alcohol in your system. The two alcohols that you mix together are never supposed to mix, and that's what really got you on the verge of really dying in here. Told my mom, my grandma was shocked, everybody was shocked. They couldn't believe it, man. So that's what happened, man. That's the time I almost died at Walmart, man. Working at Walmart in the bathroom. I would have been dead on the bathroom floor. So if y'all want to hear more story times, man, I got more stories, man, more stories. But that was just a crazy one, man. So it's your boy Laid Back, man. You already know what you got to do, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that cool stuff, man. And I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Self-love and positivity, man. Don't be the one that follows the crowd, man. Be your own person. And so I'll see y'all in the next one. Until next time. Hey, bow.